Welcome back. When we left off, we gave some dogs to Mayron's Razor, and in return he gave us a spiky razor. Did I call him Mayron's Razor? Maybe. Morrowind is interesting. I've only just noticed this. So look, Morrowind is actually split between... Who? I was going to say a great house, but he's actually not. Oh, he is House Telvanni. But they've changed it into Domenavani. It's like a branch house. So the branch house of Great House Telvanni now own Morrowind proper. Oh, he's a Dunmer. Oh, wait, no, that's right. I don't know why. I read that as Dwemer, and my brain was thinking Dwemer, and I was looking at this, and I'm thinking, that's a Dwemer. But now I'm thinking I'm just an idiot. And actually, that's right. No, that's fine. I don't think you can even become a Dwemer in this, can you? Okay, so we've got this weird branch house of House Telvanni own Morrowind, or at least most of it. Loyal to the Tribunal Temple is Great House Indoril, and what's left of the Tribunal Temple is not a huge amount, to be honest. It's interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. Argonia is a mess, ripe for us to pick apart at some point. Hammerfell is actually quite stable. They've almost got their de jure borders. In fact, they probably have. It seems like this guy is in a revolt. Daggerfall has become the Republic of Wayrest. They're actually doing pretty well for themselves. 13 gold a month. Skyrim obviously a mess split between the Reach, Halfingar, and Eastmarch. It was slightly more cohesive than that, but it's fallen apart a little bit. And obviously there's us, Aldsirod, the Empire, or not quite Empire yet, Kingdom, because we can't become an Emperor because we don't have the damn amulet. And a random Dremora, Emperor Ralam of the Army of the Wretched. Random undead Dunmer here has taken elsewhere and converted it into, speaking of conversion, let's have a look. Almost entirely Ideas Master. Holy shit. Like, the Khajiit are more or less gone at this point. And let's have a look at the Cultures map mode. Yep. We are just about to see the end of the Khajiit. That's crazy. There's a guy here. Forebear? Okay, weird. Beyond that, the alien culture is spreading quite well. We've got a lot of provinces with it in here. A lot of... Basically where Valenwood meets Cyrodiil, which is kind of lore-friendly as well, seeing as that's basically where they were sort of prosperous. Alright, this is cool. Alright, this is a really interesting, cool game. Let's carry on. What was I doing? Oh, I remember. I was chucking dogs at Daedric princes. Right. So, we're going to get rid of Mayron's Dagon now. We've got Mayron's Razor. We're collecting Daedric artifacts right now, and then going to somehow become the Dragonborn. Maybe with the Amulet of Kings we'll be able to. I'm not sure. So we're collecting artifacts in preparation for that. We have Mayron's Razor, so we can now get rid of Mayron's Dagon. How are we going to do that? Well, we need to get rid of our wife, first and foremost. The amount of trouble we went to get her as well. And we're going to collect some more dogs to chuck at the next Daedric Prince. So who we worship? We worship Boethia, Mayron's Dagon, Hermaeus Mora, Molag Bal. I think that's it, just off the top of my head. And once our wife is dead, very straightforward, we can find a new one. So let's have a look here. So this is the Cult of Malacath. We could get Malacath out of the way, but Malacath I was going to leave till last because there's always going to be Malacath worshippers since that's all the orcs ever worship. Let's have a look from the bottom, preferably. Alright, so we've got Azura. Now, Azura would be good, but unfortunately all of Azura's worshippers are on... Well, this is the guy that leads her Holy Order, the Spirit Wardens. And this is the equivalent of China's Protectorate. So, Emperor Zur, the Bulwark of the Cult of Azura. So these guys we actually can't interact with, which is a shame. What about her? Could we invite her to our court? She is actually on the planet, right? She's a loyal servant, though, which is a bit of a shame. If we kill off her liege, we could invite her to our court. Is there anyone else, any other females in your court? No, it's just her. So it's just Caroline of the Cult of Azura. I mean, she's a lot of effort to go to. So we're not going to worry about that. Boethia we've already worshipped, so we won't worry about Boethia. Clavicus Vile. I mean, we've got to worship him eventually, right? So let's see if we can find an unmarried worshipper of Clavicus Vile and quickly marry her. We're losing prestige for this, but I don't really care. We'll go ahead and convert to Clavicus Vile. And we'll take a Breville Retriever, sure. Alright, that's still Mayor's Day. We gotta let it tick for a little bit. Alright, let's see if we have... Alright, we're in contact. Clavicus Vile. That is slowed, and it's also really disgusting. I never want to see it again. Alright, Clavicus, what can you offer us? I imagine... Wish for romance? Wish for romance spouse? So he's going to give us the Mask of Clavicus Vile or the Umbra Sword. I thought maybe he'd give us Saviour's Hide or something, but... Oh, no, wait, that's her scene, isn't it? Okay, so Mask of Clavicus Vile and the Umbra Sword. This is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and send him some dogs. You'd assume Clavicus Vile would like dogs, seeing as he is... Or half of the Daedric Prince of Clavicus Vile is the dog. I can't remember his name, though. The name of the dog, that is. This guy just really likes artifacts right now. Holy shit. He's giving us 500 per animal. Well, this will take no time at all to get... oh. Just as I say that, he only offers us 300, typical. This takes us no time at all to get his artifacts. And we will make an offering, I suppose. Why not? 700 gold! I immediately regret that. Now, how am I supposed to afford more dogs for him? Alright. What are we going to do this episode? I think we're going to move down into Argonia. First, we've got a couple of provinces we've got to take from them. Same with Skyrim. Maybe we should take Skyrim first. It doesn't really matter. I'd rather take Argonia, just because Morrowind is getting quite strong, and I think to cut them off and prevent them going south would be pretty useful. Sure, we'll take a Highland Cabbie, whatever that means. Okay, the council is content again. That's what that weird laughing man sounded like. Can we change any laws? We could centralize it a little bit. We'd lose our vassal limit, so I don't really want to do that. Controlled realm inheritance. Why have I not passed that much sooner? So this prevents... So basically, if your vassal has family outside of your realm, so say a duke in Skyrim, was going to inherit from his brother, who happened to be our duke, he could. So when that duke died, this title would pass to his last surviving heir, which would be his brother in Skyrim, which means that obviously you'd lose a vassal. If we make it illegal, it reverts back to the liege. So some people don't like this, obviously, if they've got family elsewhere. Makes the liege more powerful by extent, which is why people are probably voting against us. I am going to buy a favour and call it in. Let's go ahead and call that in. And that's going to pass that for us, which is pretty useful. We should keep an eye on our obligations as well. How do we want to do this? I mean, obviously, going for tax-focused burglar obligations is pretty good, seeing as we have quite a dominant republic over here. They're not doing too well for themselves, I will admit. They did come into the game quite late, so we can forgive them a little bit. Imperial Warhound. Let's go ahead and chuck some of those at Clavicus. We might have enough to claim an artifact at this point. Nordic Mountain Horse. There you go. Yep, you enjoy that, pal. What else we got? Badger. Have a Badger. And a Stormhound Shepherd. Is that enough? Are we there? Nope. Just 4 points off. Well, I mean, we've got to get Umbra as well, so let's assume we get the mask. Let's grab that. Claim. Where is it? Do we want the Umbra Sword or the mask first? It doesn't matter. I mean, we're not going to be able to equip it after we convert anyway. And again, the reason we're doing this is when we become Dragon, or when we get the Amulet of Kings, maybe there's a way we can become Dragonborn. I'm not sure. If not, we're just collecting them because they're nice to have. Lovely trinkets. I can't believe we haven't... So it's 20% yearly of finding the tombs, right? Yeah, Riemann Tombs, 26% yearly. Let's go ahead, open our spellbook. We can purchase a pet from her, no thank you. Let's go ahead and fortify her mercantile. Which is going to give her... Sorry, what did that actually do? Stewardship plus 3, right. She might have already had that. Because... oh no, there we go. 31 stewardship now. What are we up to? We're still at 26%. Alright, I was hoping it would affect the percentages, but I don't know. It must be hard caps. So when you're at 20 stewardship, it doesn't go any higher. 26% chance yearly of finding the tombs. I think we just let it tick and hope that we find that amulet. What else can we do? Let's move our troops down to Argonia. I think it's time we put them in their place. And to be honest, I always said let's not overextend. It's getting to the stage now where they're converted to our religion. They're converting to our culture. I mean, why not expand, right? When we've got enough room for a few vassals, five vassals, so we can take a bit of Argonia, if not most of it. Well, let's go ahead and summon some more Daedra, because I don't think the army we've got is very impressive anymore. It's only 4,000 guys. 700 more. I didn't mean summon a moderate horde. Oh, well, let's just pretend I did. I meant to summon a moderate horde. That meant I could summon twice as many moderate hordes. Bless the land and pacify the presence. Minus 8% revolt risk. I don't think we're at any chance of a revolt here anyway, since they're already Alien Ideal Masters worship. We're actually building up a little bit of gold. It might be worth investing in the capital a bit more. Noble customs, trade practice, and fine arts are what we need to get the next level to be able to buff our tech points. I mean, we've got legalism level 3, so I don't actually mind investing into that too much anymore. Let's go ahead and refurbish the Imperial Archives for a start. That's the last upgrade, and that gives us +1 to each of the tech. Well, it's going to give us plus 0.1 to military in this case. I'm a married man. You fool. Happily married to a lady who converted me to, well yeah, Clavicus File. Speaking of which, did we get anything new? We got a Warhound. Have we bought every dog in Cyrodiil at this point? It seems to have dried up a little bit. I think maybe it's certain months. Maybe there's like a particular breeding season. I don't know. It seems to be all or nothing. Like right now, we're at the nothing stage. Let's wait and see if we get anything new. No, I don't want to retire from my guild. Again, plus 15% national tax. It's not happening. I'm never retiring. Yeah, this is weird. No one's offering us any pets anymore. Maybe we've bought them all? We will set up a workshop. It can help reduce our build cost. What we can do, actually... Let's think about this. We can get some Argonian slaves. It's a bit macabre, but never mind. Right to Lady Mia, sure. Oh, she said no, obviously. She's got standards. Enslave them. Take them away in chains, and we got a Colovian badger. That's hilarious. Alright. We now have Argonian prisoners in our capital, or at least in one of our provinces. Where did they end up? Oh, of course they ended up in a place we don't give a shit about. You know what? Here, have... You can have this. What is it called? No will? There we are. As long as we've got Sancretor, it doesn't matter. And unfortunately, it's only top level holdings when you burn them down that you get slaves from. So let's go ahead and burn down Rockguard. I want them in the capital so that it's cheaper to build improvements there. Slave them, take them away in chains. Did we get it? Of course we wouldn't. It does say what province they appear at. I'm just not paying attention. Because we're juggling a million things at once here. Okay, we inherited some land we got to give away. Deal with that in a second. Bury my dog. And we got an Orcish sword. The clan hold of 10 Mile Wall. Oh, for God's sake. The place we just inherited. Seriously? What have we picked up here? Seedor? Oh, the whole of King's Crest. We actually can't make the duchy because this is something I had to do just so we were under the vassal limit. We can't make the duchy because it's 5 provinces and you need 66% to make the duchy, and obviously 3/5 is 60%. So what I'm doing is I'm just giving one vassal all of them, and we're pretending they're a duke. Look at this. What a powerful duke she is. Oh shit. It was a... Right, well that's annoying. Never mind. It means she's a theocracy now, so when she dies, a new person is going to be generated rather than it reverting to me. Not a big deal, but I don't really want so many vassal theocracies. I'm limited anyway to how many we can hold. Alright. Are we finally going to get slaves in our capital? Clan of Stormhold? Sorry? Clan of... Oh, Clan of Stormhold. That's where we're sieging. Right. There we are. We're finally got them in our capital. It only tells you the province then that you siege down. That the province modifier they get, not the province modifier we get. I see. Okay, well we've got slaves in our capital now, so we can, if we want to build things up now, will be the best time for it. Let's see. Tax income. Just a huge amount of tax. We can renovate the tower. Dart traps, mustering grounds, lounge, water infrastructure. There is so much to build. Minus soul harvesting. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. What else can we build, if anything? Alien Mage Guard Quarters plus 30 Battle Mages. That's pretty cool. Again, I want to focus on infrastructure for a while. So let's go for... Let's go for gold. Any that give us tax income. Hunter's Hut's pretty good. What else have we got? Tax income plus... We're looking for any that give +1 or higher. Nope. Plus 0.5. It's not a huge amount, is it? Silo 2, medium town hall. Sure, we'll go with that. Why not? Or any unique buildings as well. Treasure chamber. That sounds more or less what we're after. Okay, so what is this? This is the... this is the Temple of the One. We can build lots of different towers in it. Let's go for levy size. Why not? That's a good investment, I think. And is that tech spread rate? We'll go for tech spread rate. All right, so we're actually putting something back into the land for once, rather than just spending it all on dogs. I think the event's finally stopped. I think we actually are... Oh, that one doesn't have an art. That one doesn't have a symbol. Doesn't matter. It's a bit of a shame, I suppose. Okay. Why can't we get any more? That's definitely put a damper on things. I know it's pretty overpowered, so I can't complain too much, but shit. Well, we're just going to have to, unfortunately, play it normally now. Oh well. Let's make an offering in that case. It might happen later on, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what the trigger was for it. Let's actually go ahead and declare war on Argonia, because I said we were going to do that. Oh, we got de jure claim. Can we push that for our vassal? Yeah, de jure claim on Bulwark. Let's do that. I don't mind doing that. It keeps our vassal happy. It's going to be a quick war either way. We'll just go ahead and assault this. And I assume when we kill these armies, that'll be the end of the war. Yep, there we go. Keeps our vassal happy. It's going to bring our borders back together. Have we taken back the borders from... Are we perfect serial borders now, besides... You know, let's move the army up north, and let's push de jure claims on East March. Damn Nords. Ruin Skyrim. Alright, summon Dremora. Probably need some more troops for this. I imagine they have quite a fair amount. So now we did just summon a shitload. Oh, they got 3,000. It's not a huge amount, but have they got any allies, potentially? I imagine there are some tribal vassals kicking around as well that they could call in. Let's just be safe. Okay, let's play this safe. We've had a lot of defeats in this campaign so far. And let's go ahead. De jure claim on King's Crest. I'm going to use the Conquer Cast as Belli. I know I said I wouldn't use it anymore, but it is for a kingdom we already control. So, let's do that. Go ahead and siege the 3 provinces. Then we'll go ahead and hit their capital, chase their army down. I think we'll call it there. At least we're actually achieving things in this episode besides chucking dogs at Mayor and Stegen. No, if that guy offers me again, I think we're going to have him killed. Because it's getting quite disrespectful. We're going to head through the mountains. Alright. 55%, we'll chase them down and then we'll head to their capital. 74%. We've got to be almost at our maximum battle war score now. Pick a couple more on the way. Palace of the Kings. Oh, she's in Windhelm. Oh, I suppose she's East March, isn't she? Right, Ulfric. Sorry. What's your name again? Barry. Barry the Liar. Of course it's Barry. Typical Barry. I don't really want to fortify a hell. I just wanted to push for peace. Sweet. And there's... Oh, for fuck's sake. A revolt? Is it one province? I didn't declare war on you. I really like, actually, my province. So I'm going to go ahead and declare war and just... Hopefully, I mean... This is his capital. And I can't imagine he has many troops, right? So... If we can just beat the rest of each march to it. 34%. 82%. We control the war goals, so he might offer us peace, especially if he's losing his other war. He did. He retracted it. Shit, it's a new dude. Forced demands. It's alright, we're good. Damn you to oblivion. How rude. Okay, we can make King's Crest. And I think we want to revoke titles from these random Nord dudes we've got kicking around now. We control Eastwatch. Go ahead and make... I don't want to make you the Duke, because you wouldn't be feudal. So we'll just go ahead and find someone new. Search around. Sort by stewardship and grant it to... What's it called? Malacath? There we go. Sweet. Wow, we've restored the borders. Fully restored, finally. Took us a while. I was a little distracted, I will admit. Something about dogs and Daedric princes. Yeah, sweet. That is everything, isn't it? Let's just double check on our de jure map mode. Yeah, we do control all of that. Alcerod is back. Okay. Just to legitimize ourselves now, I suppose, and then we're going to get there. That'll do for this episode anyway. Thanks for watching. I think we're almost coming to a close with this now. We've just got to legitimize ourselves, and then I'll try and come up with a new idea for what to take this guy on his next adventure. Unfortunately, he does seem to be like almost an immortal god. Yeah, I'll have a think. Think of what else we can do with him. Oh, leave a comment. Shit, this is YouTube, isn't it? And people actually watch this. Leave a comment if you've got any ideas what we want to do with hiking our rank here. And I'll take them into consideration and probably ignore them.